Well, there's no time like the present. What do you? Hold on. Wait. Wait. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. There's no time like the present. Get those pickles in the freezer. Let's get this French challenge started. Echo? Is there an echo? Can can wait? Hold on. What the? Oh, I think it. Is it muted? I'm usually hearing something. Greetings, fellow watchers and racers. Why am I not hearing the echo that I'm typically usually hearing? It's not muted. I'm usually hearing that echo when I got it going through the home theater. Well, that's weird. Well, welcome to the stream. We're just checking the audio, see how everything sounds. As usual. So, like the typical thing we go through. Go away. Just make sure the audio is good on both streams. All right, just make sure the audio is good on both streams. How we're sounding over here. We're sounding over good over here. But this sounds weird. Why do you sound so weird, laptop? Why does the laptop sound so weird? These speakers can't be that low. Let's reset. Why does the laptop sound so low? Why does the laptop sound so low? But it sounds fine. I mean, why does the laptop sound so low? What is going on? Why does the laptop sound so low? But appreciate everybody coming to hang out. For those of you who decided to come hang out with us and watch us do this French challenge, we need to get this thing sorted and finished. Let me just do that little thing while I make sure. We've already made the thumbnail, so I was able to figure out a way to do it. That way I don't have to do it live. I just need to check it real quick. Come on. Let's do a real quick check. Let me go. Oh, gotta turn the wheel on. Wait a minute. There's no power. I don't know. One of the wheel won't turn on. There's no power. Did I hit the button by mistake? No. Because if I did, then the monitor wouldn't be on because the monitor is going through there. Did I? Uh-oh. Am I having power problems or are we just not? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, my Fanatec block plug had come loose a little bit. Oh! Some wires you just can't get over. Some wires you just can't get past. Oh boy. Let's see this. Let's see now. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Alright, now we should be able to. Now we can turn our wheel on. Yep, thumbnails made, so we can turn that off. Switch to the gamer screen. I am so surprised. What, is the monitor and output off or something? I'm usually hearing something through the. I'm usually hearing stuff. Hold on, let me do this. Because this is weird. My laptop is. Let me see, because I'm having. It's just weird. I'm just going to restart the laptop real quick. Because the volume is incredibly low on the laptop. Let me go check something really quick. Be with you in a minute. Let's see how it sounds. For real. Nope, sounds fine. So it must just be the laptop. Yeah, sounds fine in here. Yeah, must just be the laptop. Well, oh well. I'll have to figure it out later. No time like the present to get started. Do some racing. Get me some gloves. And I wasn't quite sure if I was going to do it now, but maybe we'll start off with the time trial, and then I don't know. I was thinking about doing race A. We didn't do race A yesterday. We didn't do race A Monday. Wasn't feeling well. Well, let's see. All right, let's switch to the game screen. See what we got. Make sure everything's on. I see the game. I see the game. Let's get on. Log on there. Boom. Log in. We can turn you off. We don't need you. At least I don't think so. Needs charging anyway. Controller. It's amazing that the DualShock 4 from the PS4 controller, the controller for the PS4, man, those things lasted a long time. These DualShock, but I'm guessing maybe it's because these DualShock controllers, maybe they draw more power. That could be it. That could be what it is. But hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Gamer Podium 13, GP13. Hello. Thank you very much. All right. This site can't be reached. What the? What? Oh, the laptop's not on. Okay, the laptop's being silly. Yeah, laptop's being silly. And we'll wait for it. I can see it in there. Philo 31, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Over there on the mobile side. How you doing? Man, I see that really good. If you're still there, I'm trying to. I got two ways in which I monitor the stream. I monitor my horizontal stream over here on my little Samsung, and I monitor the vertical stream over here. But laptop is acting strange for the moment. All right, let's get in here and see where we are. Fridge challenge. We need to get this thing finished. It's a Tuesday. We got new dailies. I don't really expect many people to pop in. Maybe a couple of people will pop in, but I don't really expect it. I mean, whoever decides to pop in, that's fine. We're just gonna get this done. Sector 4. Let's get in here. Let's see. We got any new players on Sector 1? Let's see. Any new names? I'm still in third spot on Sector 1. Subi's tied with me. Alright, we got a couple of new players. Those are our top 10. How many people? Got 12 people that have done it so far. Alright, let's go check Sector 2. Sector 2, what do we have? I'm in fourth place. Subi with the 23.404. OG Bob with a 419. Is either of them in the top 10 with those times? Yeah, both of them. Ha ha ha! They right behind each other. Check that out. OG Bob and Subi. This two red, white, and blues. Union Jack and Uncle Sam going at it in the top 10. I need to be in that mix, baby. Oh, ha ha! Our basic oldie is up in there too. I think oldie's Damo's been there for a while though, right? Like I said, I mean we got a couple other people streaming, so I don't expect to see our usual suspects today because some of our other favorite streamers are streaming right now, so that's likely gonna take priority. Oh, come on with this. The laptop Wi-Fi is acting strange. Let me see. Let me just turn let me turn it off and then turn it back on. Because I keep resetting it, but it keeps going through this cycle of popping on and popping off, which is just crazy. Alright. Top 10 stars in Sector 2. Where? Yeah, Sector 2. Look at those boys. Woo! I'm in the 5s. I want to get in those 4s. One of these days, maybe. Alright. We got another. I want to get in the 34s here too. So we got Jack LaMotta has rolled in. Jack LaMotta has rolled in to put a 34,873. That's probably good for a top 10. Let's see. Nope, not quite. Close though. But we got Subi and Bob up there. Subi. Oh! Whoa! I just realized that. Subi has now surpassed Bob in Sector 3. Check that out. Subi has surpassed Bob in Sector 3 with a 760. But look at these two guys going at it. How about that? Oh, nice. And I've been relegated back to 5th spot. It'll take a while to get up there, just to get into those files. But looking over the video that I made and looking over those times that I did, they look, I can see a 34 in my time. I'm not going to go back to it now because we've already done it. It'll be a while before I come back to it. Unless, of course, I just decide for some reason I decide that I want to go back to it offline and then make a new video. That's about the only way that I do it. As far as going live, yeah, we're just going to move on. Move on to the next one. So hold on, let me do this real quick. Open this up. All right, there we go. Let's see. But is that really how the volume sounds? That is the loudest that the laptop volume goes? Are you kidding me? That can't be right. Let me see. Open sound settings. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what it might be. I think I know what it is. That's what it is. That's what it was. It was the YouTube volume that was low. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was YouTube. It was the YouTube volume that was low. I was wondering what the heck was going on. All right, now we can turn the volume down and just monitor the stream. All right, let's do this. Blow it up so I can see the chat a little bit better because I got those old man eyes. All right, now we can see the chat a little bit better. Let's get started on this French challenge. And then we'll probably close the stream off with some daily race A's. I don't know. Maybe I'll go change the thumbnail so that it'll read that both of those are on there. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, let's go spend our usual hour because, like I said, I didn't do race 8 Mondays. Yes, it's been a while since I've done a race 8 Monday. And I realized one of the reasons why. If it's a daily race Monday, you're basically racing just the same car over and over and over again. You're basically just racing the same car over and over and over again. And I was wondering, one of the things I like about race A and race B and race C is that you get to use different cars. You don't get to do that in race A. Be right quick. Be right back real quick when we do this. And I haven't had my pickle. Let me get my pickle. Podium has got to have his pickle. Every time the stream starts, Podium needs his pickle. I mean, how can a man start a stream without eating his pickle? You know what I mean? Ooh, pickle on my mind. I just get it out of there. That's what happens when you use a knife. Use a fork, dummy. There we go. A little water to wash that down. All right. So, what do you say we get started here? Alpha, how you doing? Is it a dill pickle? Nope, it's not a dill pickle. It's a sweet gherkin. Sweet gherkin. All right, what do you say? Where are we? On the wrong sector. Sector 4. Who's dominating Sector 4? That would be OG Bob and Subi. Are they in the top 10? Let's see. OG Bob is, but not Subi so much. OG Bob is top with safety first with it exactly at 938. Let's see what this. Let's go ahead. Let's get started on this thing. Here we go. My friends. My friends. My wheel should already be set because I didn't change it. All right. Game looks bright enough. Hello. Yo! Just not starting out. All right. 19,759. Way off. Baby cucumber. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Oh, well, we got to get our braking fixed. We got to, yep. Got to get that braking right. Here we go. The French challenge has begun. Stop ringing my phone. Hold on. Anytime my brother. All right. Uh-oh. Hello. Yeah, what's up? You got Kenzie with you. How's she doing? Turbo. Hey, Turbo. How you doing? You doing good? That's good. Where y'all at? Yeah. What'd she say? I can't hear her. Sometimes. No, as a matter of fact, all the time. Yeah, I do. Who told you that? Daddy told you? Yeah, I try with my knees. Well, sometimes, sometimes I do it because I need to take my hands off the wheel for a brief second to grab something. And sometimes, it's hard to keep your hands on the wheel. So I just make sure nobody's around. And basically, you make sure you know where you're going. You need to look ahead, like really far down the road, and make sure everything's around you is clear before you do it. And then you do what you got to do real quick, and then grab your back. But sometimes I'm just bored because like if you're on like on the highway and you're just bored and you're going a straight line, sometimes you're just bored having your hand on the wheel. So I just adjust the steering wheel and just put my knees on it on the bottom. But my hands are always in a place where I can grab the wheel back right away if I need to. Huh? Oh, were y'all on the interstate? All right. Well, I'm streaming right now. I was just hoping it wasn't an emergency because I'm like, oh, this is a weird time. My brother's calling. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I was just hoping it's like, all right, please don't be an emergency. I mean, please don't be nothing wrong. All right. Talk to you later. Bye, Turbo. Bye. Yeah, when my family members call at weird times, you have to check the phone. All right, man. These old man eyes are just getting to me. Let's see, who we got Skull guys. What's up, Skull? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, now we can get back to doing some racing. Sorry, I had to take a little break because I hadn't talked to my little niece. She's a little gymnast. I still haven't been to one of her shows, but I've seen videos because usually I'm always working. All right, yeah, we're starting off wrong. We haven't had a good lap yet, y'all. All right, I guess the first goal is just to try to set a lap. I'm not set a lap. Set a time. All right, where are we gonna break at? I'm gonna guess that I probably won't need. I don't need second gear right there. So I'm gonna be trying some stuff too. All right, 18 to 16. We just beat the 260. We just beat the 285. Do I make a video out of that? I don't think so because I think I could do a little bit better. So I won't save the replay on that one. But welcome to the stream, everybody on both sides, vertical and mobile. All right, what did we break last time? I'm gonna stay in fourth gear and see what happens. I'm just gonna see what happens. It's unnatural. It's all kinds of unnatural. I'm thinking at the very least, I don't think that's gonna work. I mean, it could. Let me try again. I just want to see what happens. Staff 49's in the house over on the vertical side. How you doing, bud? OG Bob's in the house. Hey, Bob, you need to see this. OG Bob, you need to see this, bud. Check it out. You've been beaten. I think Subi must have heard you. Check it out. Look. Do you see that? OG Bob's over on the vertical stream, everybody. These two are dominating right now. No, I haven't seen it yet. I'll check it. I'll check it today. I'll check it today. But do you see this? I think Subi heard you when you said go faster. Remember, because you said that during the live stream. Tell Subi to go faster. We didn't say anything. I think Subi just saw it. It's like, oh no! So USA, USA. Now I can shout. Now I can chant USA, USA. You've been beaten, bud, by an American. How could you let that happen? All right, back to sector 4. But no, still, that's really cool. You gonna try it out there, Daff? Yeah, we you know you did the Mustang. You got to catch us up now. You got to catch up now. Oh boy. All right, 18.3 now. This is what's weird. You've been improving quite some time? Right out. All right, so I used second gear got that time. Let's see. I'm gonna try low shifting right now. Let's see what happens. 18-18. Healthy competition, yeah. And listen, that's what it's all about. Because see, it's like you're saying, there's healthy competition, and then there's the other side. The other side is always the ugly side. You know what? I'm thinking you need second gear to rotate this car. Either that. Check out your times on the Mustang. All right, let me do this real. Let me see if I can duplicate this time real quick. If not, beat it. I didn't save the replay for that one. All right, trying to swing out, baby. Gonna rub it out, at least to the red line. 18,245. Interesting. Let me get me a rhythm set. Then we'll take a break. Go out and check your Mustang times. Oh, there it is. I always imagine that I'm in a race, and then something like that would happen for real. Try to save the car. I'm still braking too late. And we did it again. I'm still braking too late. All right, let's get this braking spot figured. That wasn't good. We'll keep going. What happens? What happens? What happens? Ooh, yuck. Ugly. You said push third for the first part? $18,253. Okay, why am I not going faster? Let's see what happens when I do this. I just want to see what would happen. Okay, that's an 18-1. All right, for the exit in fourth gear. All right, let's do this. We're gonna save this replay because this was a bit of a challenge. We'll save this replay. That's the current benchmark. Basic Goldie. Wait a minute. Did he just put that time up there? Oh, I think I just remember looking at the front too. All right, come on. Come on. Let's keep this momentum up, baby. Let's keep the momentum up. Say exit in fourth. I gotta get that angle right. I gotta get that angle right. This car is already difficult in itself to drive because it won't turn. Oh wait, I just realized something. I'm on the wrong setting on my TV. No wonder it's no wonder. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm having trouble. There's a lag. There's a lag because I didn't have it in game mode. I had it in standard TV mode. All right. Uh-oh, now we can go. This is freaking me out. Okay, I think I got it figured out now. I think I know where to put the car. I think I know where to put the car. I think I know where to put it. Let's go, let's go. Ah, I did it wrong. Did it wrong. Did it wrong. Did it. No! Come on. Is this a tap the brake moment? All right, 357. Going the wrong direction. Wrong direction. Man, I'm turning that wheel for all it's got. You really gotta nail the spot. All right, I'm just gonna have to. Guess I'm just gonna have to turn the wheel some more. I'm testing. Right now, I'm just doing some testing. Testing out the gears. This car simply just won't stick at the top of the hill. All right, 112. Save the replay. Save the replay. And I want to check something. Okay. All right. All right. We're getting close. We're getting close. I would like to see a zero. I want to see. I want to see an 18-0. I'd like to get a 17. Don't change the fifth. Are you losing? Are you? All right. I'm gonna do it simply because you said don't do it. Probably not though. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see what happens. I want to see what happens. 128, Bob. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can smooth it out. Let's see if you're right. Rip it out. I'll wait. 246. Let me try it again. I'm gonna alternate between the two and see which ones works better. Cause you gotta remember, it's like I said before. Some shifting techniques work good for some people that don't work for others. I've noticed that. I noticed that when I watch 059. Now, does that mean that what I'm doing is the best? Of course not, because you got the best time and you're obviously not shifting the fifth because you're telling me not to. Save the replay. We're right there behind Basic Goldie. Can I get that third spot? Can we get a 17-9? Can we do it? Can we do it? Smooth and consistent. Try to do the same thing every time and then see where I can push. Let's see what happens. 18,105. Go again. Keep the momentum going. Keep the momentum. All right, this time, I'm going to rev it out. Stand in fourth this time, but I'm gonna shift. Oh! Oh! So close! So close! Save the replay. So close! We wrecked the car. We wrecked the car. We wrecked the car. Let's try again. Okay, we revved it out that time. Let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. This is what we did last time. We revved to the bar in third. Oh, that was a good line right there. Rev it out. 17,994. Not shifting to fifth, but we just beat Damo. We got that third spot, baby. Podium is on the podium. All right, hold on. I want to see something. I want to see something. Now, we just did that with fourth gear. What happens if I do the same thing or close to the same thing? Because now I'm curious. I was gonna ride it, see what happens. But I guess I should have known what was gonna happen once one tire got into the grass. That was on me. That was on me. I screwed that up. Oh! 136. I want to see what happens. Can I get a similar time if I upshift to fifth? Let's see. Still didn't put the car where I wanted it. $250, slower. Huh, interesting. That revving out to fifth may be okay, but we did get that 003 though. That was an accident. We'll keep going. Just see what happens. 221. But of course that wasn't a good lap. Not lap, good sector. Doing it. 80, okay. Now, if I could just smooth it out, I think you could, either one could work. On it. I got a small bug that just keeps intermittently flying around and it's annoying the heck out of me. See, there it is. Come here. you gotta nail that. Because once you try to get on the throttle, the car's just gonna understeer. Then you have to get off in order to get the car to catch back up, catch the grip back up. I just want to see if can we get it? So close, so close. We got that 17,994. You might be right, Bob. It's not a good idea to shift up to fifth. All right, Zeros Gold, and Mike, how you doing? Benjamin. Now it was the bug again. Barry, what's up? So we got Zero, we got Mike, and we got Benjamin, and we got Benjamin, and we got Barry. All right, let's go. So we hit the 17.9, so we got our goal. I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I want to see if I can do a 17.9, shifting up the fifth. Okay, I think I'm beginning to understand exactly where to put the car. It seems like it's possible. It seems like it's possible. Let's see. 18.2. GTR 2000, what's up? What am I doing? World record? It's a French challenge. It's called the French challenge. The whole idea is to take about an hour, no longer than about an hour on each sector, doing it as a live stream to see how far my friends list I can go of all the people that are on my friends. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm not shooting for a top 10 or a world record. We're not shooting for that right now. So basically, it's a friends challenge, and we just basically just trying to see. I keep looking over here because this is where I'm monitoring the mobile chat on my laptop. So I keep looking over there. I should be looking at the screen, but no, we're doing a friends challenge. It's basically how far up the friends list can we get. Evil Melon's in the house, leaving job site, headed home. All right, bud. Yeah, so we're not shooting for a top 10, just which one of our friends I could beat. And right now, it seems like my fastest friends are these two right here. Union Jack, we got a Union Jack guy from the UK, and we got a guy from America. I'm assuming that Subi's a guy. We know OG Bob's a guy. But Subi, we're not sure about Subi. But we're figuring Subi's a guy because the game is pretty much dominated by guys. So we're just going to, for the time being, until he correct us or they correct us, we're just going to say Subi is a guy. All right, so let's go. Now I've got my 17.994. I guess what I want to do, should I just go back? Are you still top 10? Of course. Of course. I was trying to see. You're still in the top 10, bud. You should be. Oh, okay. You're so close. That's why you're wondering. Okay, good point. I forgot. On this particular sector, yeah, there you go. What game is this? Gran Turismo 7? Gran Turismo 7. So yeah, you're still tied. If you want to solidly get up there, you might have to get a 9 or an 8. You might have to improve it just a little bit more. But all right, let's go. How much time? Yeah, we got a little bit more time to spend on this. We got a little bit more time we can spend on this because we got the time that we need to make the video. That's a solid time to challenge the rest of our other friends. Yeah, I'm beginning to understand where to put the car. I'm just curious to see if you shift up to fifth, can you do a time? And if you're gonna shift, if you're gonna use fifth gear, you're going to have to upshift much sooner because this is a high torque car. So if you're gonna try to use fifth, you have to shift early. You can tell you can see what I mean by the speedometer. Close. I mean, you can get close. I think it can be done. I think you can use 5th gear to get a 17.9. I think you just gotta time it right though. Now that was in too far, because once I hit the throttle, one of the tires is in the grass. So it just spun me around. Alright, I'm short shifting again. Nope, didn't do that right. Didn't do it right. Didn't do it right. You got a top 10? Yeah, we're getting ready to check in a bit. We're getting ready to check in a bit. I didn't double shift. Still didn't do it right. All right, Barry. You have a good one. Appreciate you hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. Ideally tomorrow for Race B Wednesday. Yeah, I didn't turn the wheel. I didn't turn the wheel far enough. That was on me. Nah, I did that wrong. Did that wrong. Did that wrong. Trying to see. That was an 18. I'm not sure I can do it. I think it can be done. But it looks like 4th gear is what you need. Because if you wait too late to try to shift up the 5th, it's like the turbo drops off and it's like the car reaches some sort of whatever the car version of max Q is. So if you're going to use 5th gear, you got to shift much sooner. 157. I'm going to try a couple more times, and then we're going to see if we can match that 794 by going back to the other way. Nope, still didn't do that right. The change of heart is a split second causing you to lose time. The change of heart? The change of heart? I think I know what you meant. Did you mean change of heart? Change of gears? Yeah, I think I know what you meant by that. Because you're right. When you change gears, you lose a split second. And as a result, you lose time. So that makes perfect sense. All right, I want to see. Well, this is going to be the replay of the last lap. That won't be the 17.9, will it? Wait a minute, it will. No, it won't. Hold on. This won't be the 17.9 time, will it? Yeah, this is not the 17.9 time. That's over on. Yeah, that wouldn't be the 17.9 time. I was trying to watch the 17.9 time, but I forgot that one's going to be over in the storage section. All right, here we go. $142. All right, so we got a little bit of ways to go. We're going back to what we did before. Screw that up. Too far in. But I know that might be the time though, because we're coming up on an hour for the stream, and we just switch over, maybe do some race B, race A. We'll see. All right, come on. I've done it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There's a certain place that the car has to be before you can completely go full throttle. Otherwise, because the car will be set just right to go down that hill. Like right there. Good, 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 good. Okay, 113. We saved it! Go, go, go! We saved the car! See, now I'm just screwing around. Alright, let's do this real quick. Let's get out. I want to go watch. Let's take a quick break. Use third gear for a split. Use third gear for a split second longer, then up to 4 for a bit more rotation. We'll try that. All right, let's get out of here and go take and see what Bob has done in the Americas. For those of you who are watching and you decide you may want to send me a friend's request, get into this French challenge thing that we got going on. This is what we've done so far. We haven't done this one yet. We've done the Mustang. So let's go take and see what Bob has done. Take a look. Go back down memory lane. Sector 1. OG Bob with a 27. You know what? I think people have been improving their times because I'm just moving farther and farther down. I'm just moving farther and farther down. I was up high for a while, man. So that means I need to go get in those 27s. One of these days, we're going to come back and try to see if we can get those 27s. Of course, I won't do it live. If I do it, it's going to be offline because we've already done this one live. And we got a whole lot of other circuit experiences to go through. Let's see. What's Bob got? Top 10, 27, 743. OG Bob. Dude, you're on a mission. You are on a mission. 743. Solid top 10 time. Woo! Nice. Subi's behind you with a 753. All right, let's go. Let's see. Sector 2. 22,539. Yeah, you guys are just moving me further and further down the list. I think Evil Melon's been improving his time. Jack LaMotta has thrown himself into the the fray. Let's see. Oh, wow! Bob, check you out. OG Bob. P4. Nice. Nice. All right, sector 3. Okay, it looks like you got some work to do on this one, so we don't need to check the top 10 on him. All right, DAF 49. DAF 49. So you said nope, Melon? That 49 had a 605. He was in the top 10, but I don't think he's in the top 10 anymore. Let's see. Yeah. Because some other people have decided to come in and do these for whatever reason. But there we go. Sector 3. All right. I think Sector 3 is the one that you were telling me that you had problems with. All right. What did you get on the top time? I mean, the full lap. Did you even do the full lap? You haven't done the full lap yet, has you? Or have you? You haven't done the full lap yet. I see. Okay, Subi has 107.663. Jack LaMotta with a 402. Is that good for a top 10? Nope, not quite. See, we don't have anybody in the top 10 on the lap attack. All right, well, all right. All right, let's try this a couple of more times, and then we're gonna either decide to go ahead and do some race A, or that'll just be it for this stream. We'll probably leave these streams alone. And if I do race A, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, all right, let's go. Let's go back. Let's try to see. I just want to see if I can duplicate or get back to those times. If not, improve it. So I'm gonna spend a little bit more, a few more laps on this, and then that's probably gonna that might end up just being it for this French, because I got what I wanted. But oh, I know what I want to do. I want to go take a look at the replay. Done a few, you still catching up? You've done quite a bit though, bud. Well, if anything, you may have only done a few, but you have definitely put some time in there. Talk about confidence. Bob said, once I get caught up, I am going to change that top 10 situation. All right, no, this is what we want. All right, so we don't need that one because that's the 195, so we don't need that one. This is the 112. Don't need that one. This is probably the 059. We don't need that one. And what's this? That's the 003. Don't need that one anymore. All right, this is what I want to watch this one real quick. Because a lot of times when I go back and I watch the replays, I see where I can improve. So that's what I want to do right now while we're live. Let's see here. And of course, I'm not using my cheat mode yet, so all right, where am I putting the car? Let me see that again. Where am I putting the car? Let's see. All right, and where am I braking? I'm just trying to see exactly where I'm braking. Slightly before the one board marker. One more time. Slightly before that one board. And it's not even 100% braking either. Well, just a slight. One more time. I was looking at the bar. Let's see. Okay, all right, got it. I think I got it. All right. Because a lot of times I'll look back when I'm making the video. A lot of times when I'm making the video, I'll be going, yeah, see, I can improve right there. I'm getting on the throttle too late right there. I'm braking too late, or I'm braking a little too soon. So that's why I want to see that real quick. And then I want to see now, can I duplicate, or at least come close? But we got that 994. We got a few more minutes, a few more laps. I think we may just let this be the stream. I don't think I want to mix anything else with it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But right now, I just want to focus on this. Because if anything, this is helping. This helps me to improve. Jack LaMotta with a 999. Basic oldie. All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's see. Late. That was late. You get my rhythm back. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, this is weird. Man, I want to shift so bad. Still in the 8s. Okay, I feel like I'm doing relatively the same thing, but I'm not getting the same result. Oh, 6-1. All right, going in the right direction. Eight one 4. So we're in the low 18s. Uh-oh, sorry. Yeah, car just understeered. Watching the clock, watching the clock. $173. Interesting. So this basically comes down to perfect timing on that braking. You gotta get the braking just right. We're gonna use this method here. 146. Okay, see, now I'm just confused. Wow, we just cannot break into the 17s again. Who's that, Williams? Nikita Williams? Two and more for downforce in the front of. Trying to read what you tried to say there, but we can't tune the car. That's the problem. This is you can't tune this car. But how you doing there, Nikita? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, you can't tune the car. The car can't be tuned. And of course we got Luna. How you doing? $156. So we've only broken into the 17s once. Eight, oh man, so close. What's the time? Well, this is the French challenge. We're not going for the goal. We obviously already got that. It's just a French challenge. Right now, I'm trying to see if I can duplicate. See this car? There's a couple. There's the way they shift, the way the tech is on this car, the way the turbo works, all that good stuff. There's a fine line between what gear to use. You know, I mean, and they're right there together. They're right there together. What you can use. Because if you ever watch Top 10 Times of anybody doing like daily races or anything like that, you can actually look and see that not everybody use the exact, some people almost use the exact same shifting technique, but some people will use different gears other than what other people will use. How you doing there, Jarrett? Breaking too long? Yeah, cause I mean, and all those things come into play. You know, how much you're braking, trying to get cause I'm trying different braking techniques also to try to see which one works best for the corner. Because this car, you can't brake too hard in it because it'll understeer. So I had to wait a little bit before I could get into the throttle, but I braked a little less. Let's see. That's still an 18. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Braking too hard. What I'm trying to do is to get my initial braking done and then start trail braking immediately. Just gotta pick the spot though. And that was me. That was just sticky fingers. Alright, a few more times. Oh, I just want to hit that 17 again. Because now it just seems like a fluke. $129. Try third gear on corner exit. I'll show you. Because I was doing that before. I was actually shifting down to second. See, watch. Got the car in the wrong spot. Straighten up there, Will. I'll show you what happens because we were doing that before. Exiting in third. Problem is you're gonna have to shift, and with this car, most of its power is in the lower RPM range. And a lot of times, I mean, I did that wrong, obviously, but a lot of times when you try to stay in third gear, the car is in a weird, I don't know how to explain it, but it causes it to oversteer. So watch. So you can do that, but you're still gonna have to shift. So you want to be in the higher gear as soon as possible because the longer you rev this car out, it's like the more power it loses. We looked at the graph. I mean, it drops off significantly. So most of the power, because of this turbo, is in the lower gears. I mean, see, that's one of the problems I was running into before when you try to use third gear. So I'm trying to repeat what I did to get that 794. You just watched the replay if you weren't here. Didn't do that right. And it's such a fine line because you gotta get it just right. You gotta get your braking just right. Because I'm trying to get the, I mean, that's what it pretty much comes down to in this corner. Getting the braking just right. Damo, what's up, bud? $349, that was awful. Yeah, let me see, hold on. I'll do it again. Let's go look at it again because I forgot I actually bought the car. See, it's up there. Let's go take a look real quick. Because you can't look at the settings here. You have to actually go. Such a frustrating sector. Have you tried it yet, Damo? Wait a minute. Did I see? Yeah, I saw your name up there. I beat the time, Damo! Alright, let's go. So we'll go look at it again. Because we're already in the car. Let's see. Alright. Nope. There we go. Alright, so as you can see what I mean? When you look at the graph, peak power is at 239. That's at about 765, about 6,000 RPM. So 5,500. Sorry about that. Got 7,000 is the far line. If you get really close, you'll see little dots on the graph, and you have to subtract by 5. And you subtract that by 500. So 65, 6,000, 5,500, and you see how far the bar drops off, and you see where the torque is. So the further you rev it, you're actually using power. But in certain sectors, that's okay. Like this particular sector, like OG Bot was just talking about. Every time I tried to shift up to 5th gear, whether I revved it out to the line and shifted immediately, or I tried to short shift it. If you try to rev it out to the line in 5th gear when you're coming off and you're in 4th, you're just gonna lose speed, and you're gonna lose time anyway because the shifting there's that shifting takes too long. You got to do the full lap. Yep, you got to do the full lap. So for this particular sector, this is probably the one times where you actually, once you hit 4th gear, just stay there. It seems to work. It seems like it is working better because I tried a number of times. to upshift to 5th. See, for instance, let's do it again. And you see, and we got pretty close, but just couldn't get that 7. Got a lot of 18-0s. We got a number of 18-0s, actually. Okay, we screwed it up that time. I didn't turn the wheel enough. I'm trying not to turn the wheel too much because you shave off speed that way too. Now it's not like we use this car a lot, but see, if you're gonna use 5th, you have to pick somewhere between here. See, that's pretty close. Let's try again. Because I was actually trying to see if I could shift up to 5th and still get a 17.9. I haven't even done it any other way yet. Here we go. See, if you wait to the line to shift, 148. Let me try to see if I can get an 18-0 shifting to 5th. Let's see. I'm gonna try it again. No, that was an 18.3. I messed up the first part. Messed up the hill. See, 18-0. I think that might be one of the closest times I've been able to get. Now, I won't make the argument that if I'd have stayed in 4th, would that have been the 17 I was looking for? Alright, staying in 4th. 1887. Now, one could make the argument that in that particular instance, shifting up the 5th was actually faster. So I had to lift. $18,275. Can catch up on the chat. What if you stay to the left side of the track instead of going to the right? Yeah, I am trail braking. Matter of fact, that's what's happening when you go into the first turn. See, watch. when you go into the first turn, that's exactly what you're doing. You're nailing the brake really quick and then coming off with the trail brake. If you put on your Ghost, I think you would see that staying in fourth is definitely faster than using fifth. Yeah, OG Bob was talking about that demo. He was saying the exact same thing. Don't shift up to fifth. I was just saying in that particular quick, just in that quick comparison, based on where I broke, for that brief moment, going up to fifth actually beat fourth. But we tried that a number of times. Because see, it's like, I'm trying to explain it. The car's got to be at the just right spot before you go completely full throttle off the top of the hill. Otherwise, see, I did it wrong. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to find that sweet spot, because it's also teaching me. I'm also learning too as I'm trying these different things about my braking. I know it's specific to this car, but still. All right, we're gonna do this because I don't do this, but Damo mentioned it. I don't use Ghosts anymore because they just get in my way. They are a problem. Ghosts are a problem for me. That's why I stopped. I used to use them. All right, let's go. But I don't know if that 17.9. That 17.9 Ghost is not in there though, Damo. I think that's gone. Unless, of course, that's it. Is that the 17? See, I don't know what Ghost that is. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what Ghost that is. And my Ghost is always 3/10 ahead of me. 17.108. So it's like I'm hovering right there in the 18.0s and the 18.1s. Hold on. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna have to try it a couple of times though to see if it'll work. Let's see. Nah, it didn't work. Because it's like I was saying before. The Ghost is your fastest of the session, then it won't be that set. That can't be the 17.9 then. Let's try something. I had to lift. Oh, so close! All right, Melon, you got to move another tree that's falling? See, that's what I'm saying. That Ghost, I got to turn it off. I got to turn that Ghost off. I can't, it's messing with me. I don't like following Ghosts anymore. I used to do it all the time. But now they just, because see, instead of focusing on your lines on the track and where you need to be, you be focusing on the Ghost. And of course, you know, in the race, that's a problem. All right, I think I just saw something. I saw something that last time. See, now I've entered the sickness zone. For those of you who don't know what that is, I'll be so obsessed with trying to get a time. That it becomes a sickness. And I just, over and over. I'm trying it, I wanna see. 052. So if I had to stay, now what do you think would have happened? If I hadn't shifted to fifth, would that have been my 17? Ah, crap. Didn't double shift like I wanted it to. 117. It's like I'm staying right there. We might have the time that I think I got the time that I'm gonna use as the benchmark for the video. I think we got the time we're gonna use for the video, because after an hour, I figure I've done the best time I'm gonna do. See, now I'm just a few more tries. $18.03. So close. I just want to do a 17.9 again. I don't care if it's higher than that time. I just want to do a 17 again. $18,142. See, it's us. It's all, everything that you're gonna get. It's all about that braking. You gotta have perfect timing on the braking, perfect trail braking. See, and I tried to get on the throttle. I tried to get on the throttle a little bit earlier, but once I do that, the car just starts understeering. And no matter how much you turn the wheel, it's not gonna grip. So the car's gotta be in the perfect spot. So when I say my sickness, when I'm offline, you might have seen that, me turn the wheel just a little bit more. Because there's a margin of not turning a wheel too much. I mean, there's a margin of turning the wheel too much and not turning it enough. And you got to find that spot. So it's all timing. You got to get your braking, you got to get your brake timing right. Riding that line. 205. What is that with a Z? Is that Zombar? Sombor. How you doing? Alright, man. The sickness. See, now I'm obsessed with getting another 17. Ah! It was so close! Is that Brian? How you doing, Brian? Now, Brian, when you say you're turning in too late, if you turn into, it's a fine line. It's like I was saying before. You can turn too late and you can turn too early. You turn too early, you see what just happened. If you turn too late, you're over in the dirt, you're over in the kitty litter. So it's a very narrow lane. You gotta have the wheel right. You can't turn the wheel too far. Man, we just it's like, I am not, the gods have told me no. The car gods. getting ready, time to bring this to a close. We got our 17.9. Let's try something. Let me try something. I'm gonna try a little small delay. I'm gonna try a little small delay and see if that works. Let me see something here. But I got muscle memory in the way. I got muscle memory in that I'm gonna have to fight against, so. No, broke. Crap. That's kind of the delay I was talking about. Just a small little delay. I want to see what happens. I'm going to test this out. Still an 18. Stand to the left of the track. I'll show you what happens. Interesting. You saw what happened as soon as I hit fourth gear? Car turned. If you stay to the left of the track, you lose time. Now, that wasn't too bad. But the reason why is because you're traveling a farther distance. That's why when people are using, that's why people are, when you see a lot of people doing this, like for instance, you'll see them doing it at Suzuka. Here. You see there's another track that they do it at. They'll get very, very close to the wall because you're shortening the distance that you have to travel. You take the white line, you're going to lose thousandths of a second. See, I was trying to see, and you can't really use much of that track to try to cut it. The first and last turns are so unforgiving. So you gotta time it. You gotta time it just right. I mean, you really have to. It's really all about timing. Talking about at the end of the turn. I'm not sure I know what you mean. I already know that's messed up. That seems like the best I'm gonna get. That's it. I think that's the best I'm gonna get, y'all. 17.994. It's weird though. $149. See that? All that did was just shave off time. All that happened right there was just time being shaved off. But even with that, we still were able to get a 128. $189. I'm gonna take a few more moments on this because the sickness has entered. Yeah, I got the 17. I'm trying to duplicate it. Let me try this now. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to turn the wheel Let me see if I can get a little bit more turn. I'm gonna turn the wheel just a little bit more. But again, the problem with this car is the understeer, and if you turn it too far, she just won't turn. 133. But now again, I got muscle memory to fight with. But well, we've only done this. I've only done that 17 once. Just once. I'm just gonna keep going. I missed the shift, but I'm gonna keep going. See what happens. 123. All right. Like I said, I got muscle memory fighting. I'm trying to see if I turn the wheel just a little bit more. See what I mean? See, no matter how much you try, when you try to turn the wheel and you reach that spot, all you're doing is just dragging the tire, and you're just shaving off time. You're basically effectively losing grip. See, that's something new right there too. I haven't tried that. I think I did try that earlier, but now, let me see something here. Yeah, I don't know. I think you gotta use second gear right there. Try again. I'm gonna try a few more times. Still an 8. We try a couple more times. I'm trying not to drop down to second. I want to see if I can get the braking right. If that'll save me a little more time. Not bad. I did shift up the 5th. That could have compromised the time. All right, we won't shift up this time. $17.1. It's just stuck in the we're stuck in the 18.1s. So I invite anybody who's watching who wants to give this a shot. I got on the throttle too soon, so that's what I'm saying. Getting that rotation together. Seems like just dropping out. See, your different driving techniques will usually dictate what you do. NB Miata, try to steer less, brake a tad bit early, focus on the exit. Never played GT7, so the physics might be whack, but that's what it looks like. Appreciate that, NB. Welcome to the stream. Honor to have you here. For someone who doesn't even play Gran Turismo 7, to even stop by a Gran Turismo 7 channel, I appreciate you. But the difference in physics is another element to it. So I'm trying to give it that little bit of a break, because there's a certain spot where you want to fully accelerate. Once you get to the top of the hill, you do it too soon, you'll either have to lift again or you're going to go wide. I mean, you're going to understeer out into the kitty litter. But it's a fine line, because it's like there's a fine line between doing that, because if I turn too soon, I'm going to end up in the grass and the car's just going to spin around. And then there's the turning of the wheel too. I still got my old turning habit. I'm trying to turn the wheel just a little bit more. See what I mean by shifting techniques? They changed. Is that Thomas? How you doing, Thomas? Start steering later for the later apex with the straight exit. But yeah, it's like, man. Damo is over here on the horizontal chat. He says all U.S. drivers are handicapped by driving on the correct side of the car. You mean the wrong side? Oh boy. All right, this is just way too long, y'all. Can you hear the tires? If you listen, you can hear the tires just screaming. 18015. I mean, come on, man. Seriously. I should have gotten in luck by now. That's what happens when you turn the wheel more. And see what I'm saying? You can't cut the track without that compromise right there. That's what's going to happen if you try. I mean, in certain areas, you can actually go a little bit across the lane. I mean, across the corner. I think we're just gonna have to go with that 17.9. I think that's just gonna be it. But every time I keep thinking, ooh, I can do it this time. I can do it this time. Let's try this. Let's try that. This is essentially what I did to get that 17.9. $18,102. I think I've gotten the best time I'm gonna get. I mean, this is an hour and 30 minutes into the stream. I think we've gotten the best time we're gonna get, y'all. 18,150. See, and it's all in that braking zone, that braking acceleration zone right there at the top of the hill. I invite anybody who wants to enter this challenge to get on there and show me what you can do. I invite anybody to get on and show me what you can do. Bobby's already showed us what he can do. Subi showed us what he can do. I'm in the 9s. I got my 17.9, so I reached that goal. But I want to do it again. And at this point, Team 212. Do 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 do. Pizza, what's up? Gotcha. Yeah, happy to be here. Fun stream. I'm a PC. I'm just a PC racer, so I don't know what GT is like aside from GT4. Gotcha. Hey, no problem. Cause I mean, it always starts with the basics. Shift that 113 mile per hour to 5th. Yeah, we've tried the 5th gear, Nikita. We've tried the 5th gear. Staying in this particular turn. Now the higher gears are working better for shaving off time because this is that type of car. But for this particular section, we've tried it. I've tried it a number of times, and I've hit 18.0 a whole bunch of times with shifting up to 5th, but. No, it doesn't, because we looked at the graph, and this particular car is like that. There's some cars where you have to short shift it to keep it in the power range. A lot of times, what if you try not to shriek the tires? But it's not. I mean, this car is hard. It's hard. This is a hard turning car. It's a hard turning car anyway. But you were getting ready to close down the stream. This is too long for a French challenge. If I was doing regular races, I want to keep going though. That's all we're getting, man. Low 18s. I'm getting ready to shut it down because this is way too long. We're only supposed to do this for about an hour. But the sickness kicked in. Yeah, we hit our max spot. A couple of more tries. I mean, at this point, we're an hour and 41 minutes into the stream. I mean, time just goes by so fast when you're having fun, too. $18,152. It's Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. It's the circuit experience. Go to the circuit experience on Gran Turismo 7. So you saw what happened just then? It's trying to nail it, and the tires are just. This car, trust me. Once you start driving, you realize this car. It's not easy. It's not easy. All right, a couple of more tries, and I'm gonna break it off. We go watch the replay real quick, and then that's gonna be it. Because I think after all this time, that's just too much time to spend on this. But that's what I was talking about, my sickness. To get so close. See, that time I couldn't get my double shift. I hit the shifter, but it didn't shift. This thing gets so close. Alfie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Missed the shift again. I need to stop, because I'm just going to keep going. I'm obsessed. There's my shift. All right. We should have gotten it by luck by now. We're just going to go with what we got. We hit the 17.9. Subi just did it. Okay, Subi was 951, so no, not just did it, but. All right, so looks like OG Bob won this session again. I spent way too much time on this. It's only supposed to be just about an hour or just over an hour. To me, it really looks like there is not enough rotation, but I'm used to ACC, so I don't know. Yeah, trust me, Thomas. Trust me. If you would have played this game and tried this, you'll feel it yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain, but this car is difficult. It's not an easy turning car. So you got to use a combination of just right braking and the right gearing and the just right gearing shifting to get the car to why do you double shift? Because I'm trying to use the higher gears. This car works better in the higher gears. In certain turns, you want to stay in certain gears, but to double shift because this car just works better. It's when we're looking at the graph, Hold on, let me show you real quick. 550, 500 is about where you want to shift this thing, because the power, I mean, the horsepower drops off a lot, and this is a turbo car. So with turbo cars, there's always, I mean, they're getting better and better. They're getting better and better with figuring out turbo lag and trying to figure out how to reduce it. But turbo lag is always going to be there because of the process of how turbo lag works, because of how turbos work. So you want to shift the car at its optimal. You want to shift the car at its peak horsepower, and peak horsepower for this car is right here. But look at where the bar is. See that red bar up there? Sometimes it's always better to be in the highest gear possible, but sometimes you need the lower gears to help you get through certain turns. So you'll downshift to a certain gear to help the car rotate, and then go back up to the gear that you want to use. Usually, you'll downshift to one gear and you'll shift really quick back up to the next gear, the higher gear, the next highest gear, to just exit the turn. But some cars, the way they operate, and because of the way their mechanics are, the way their engine is, the way their power band, that's what I'm looking for. The way their power band works, you want to use the higher gears. So that's what ideally, I'll just stay in third or just shift down to third once I hit fourth gear. I'll shift down to third, but it helps to rotate the car a little bit more in this particular turn when you drop it down to second. Because I've tried third before, and it's like everybody has their different shifting techniques. Matter of fact, let's do something really quick. But like I said, with this car, peak horsepower is at 5,500, which puts that right about there. But every time you shift, sometimes, when you shift, when you shift, let's see, hold on. Stay in that. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. All right, let's do this. But every time you shift, you're going to drop to a lower RPM range. So it's not so much that you shift exactly at 5,500, but you might want to shift maybe at about 6,000. So when you upshift, the RPM range stays within that power band, so you can get maximum horsepower. So anytime you shift, see, you're shifting right in there. You see how the car rotates? Sometimes it can rotate too much. Sometimes it rotates just enough. And real quick, let me see. We'll go to race. We'll try race A real quick, and we'll show you what I'm talking about. As far as like when. See, because you also want to reduce how many times you shift. Because with some cars that got really quick shifts, some cars have really quick shifts, so you don't lose too much for it to become a noticeable difference. But some cars, when you shift, you can lose hundreds of a second, thousands of a second, hundreds of a second. I don't know if it'll go so far as losing a tenth. I don't think any car shifts that slow. Although I wouldn't put it past certain cars. I wouldn't put it past certain cars, but yeah, you can lose thousands of a second, hundreds of a second, just from shifting, depending on the car. But let's do this real quick. I'm just gonna make a video with that one time. Let's go take a look at. That's the best time, because that just ran way too long. We was only supposed to do that for about an hour. We got the time that we needed. It's just that once I hit that I got to that 17,994 so quickly. I just thought that maybe I could get there again, but not once did we get into the 17s again. Not once. So let's do this real quick. Let's see how many people. Let's watch maybe 3 or 4 are top 10 times for race A, and let's look at the way they shift. Okay, who's the top person right now? Because we'll watch Flash McQueen, we'll watch Hollow, and then we'll watch Drifter. Let's look at these 3 replays to see how these people are shifting. And you see what I'm talking about. You probably got what I'm saying though. Everybody doesn't use the exact same shifting technique. Some people will downshift into a third turn. I mean, downshift to second, like what I'm doing. So, like for instance, in the very first sector of Brands Hatch, on the final turn on that in that sector on the final turn, Damo, who was over on the horizontal stream, he was using third gear to exit out to get to the line. I tried it. I tried it a number of times, and I got a pretty low time. But then after the stream was over, I think a couple of days later, I decided to jump on the game again because I wanted to see if I could better my time. I started using second gear to exit the turn, and I beat his time. So it's like that's just kind of how it works. Third gear worked for him exiting that turn, but second gear worked for me. See if you notice. This car looks like it's not easy to drive at all. Tiffany was talking something about weight shift. This is a long replay to watch. But I am curious. See, hold on. Normal shifting, like to the line, yeah. I try them all with this car, especially on this particular track. I mean, not this car, but I try everything with that SRLS. That's why that's one of the reasons why the stream ran so long. I was trying different shifting techniques to see which one could work fairly well, for me at least. I feel like being in the right gear is not better than not shifting unless you're driving an old slush spot auto. Could also be burnout thing. Yeah. After a certain amount of time doing the same thing over and over again, you'll get burnout. You'll get frustrated too. I was getting frustrated because I'm like, come on! I should have hit at least another 17 by now. But if you decide to get on there and enter this French challenge with us, you'll see it's not easy. All right, I really wasn't paying attention to that replay as much. All right, let's go look at the second guy. Let's go look at Hollow. But I have noticed that you just not seeing it, Bob. I told you I did it. I said, yeah, let's just see it. Let's see if he'll notice. You just not seeing it? I wasn't gonna say anything. I just wanted to see when you're gonna notice. Yeah, you got a spanner, bud. Show up in the stream a lot and often and support like you do, you get that spanner on there. All right, let's take a look at this replay real quick. You know what? It's probably better. I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if this one's a good idea. Let me see. Let's try something else. Let's go with the Group 3 cars. Might be better to look at the top times from Race C. Let's see. I wonder. Let's go with Race C. Who's dominating Race C right now? With the replay. Okay, that's Damien. We'll take a look at Damien, and we'll look at Kaz, and then we'll look. It's not Kaz. How do you pronounce his name? And then we'll look at Ciro. So I think this is quicker. Let's see. Let's take a look at Damien. But you probably know what I'm talking about by now. Not everybody uses the exact same techniques. Just so long as you're not. I mean, most people will adapt if they have to. It just takes a little bit more time than usual. Damo, you haven't lost yours. Now, see, I think this is a good one to watch. See, look at the way Damien is shifting. All right, Pizza, appreciate it. And now you have a good one. Thanks for joining and watching the stream, man. I really appreciate it. Assuming you're a man. I need to stop doing that. Because we don't know who is who. It's usually guys. See, look at the way Damien is shifting. Let's see if anybody's shifting the exact same way. It's usually not the case because I watch. I have a tendency to watch because I want to see what different people are doing. Double shift. Do you see that double shift? See, somebody might say, why didn't he stay in second gear right there? Why did he shift up to third? Certain shifting techniques helps rotate the car too. Yeah, shift timing can help rotate the car. The GTR is faster for time trial but harder to drive than the NSX. All right, that was Damien. Let's watch K. Let's watch K de Bruin. Isn't K's first name Kaz, Damo? Or am I getting it wrong? Am I mixing him up with someone else? All right, NB. I appreciate you dropping by. It's always good to see new names in the chat. But yeah, we get ready to end the stream anyway. We're just watching it. We're just watching a couple of replays. I got to make the video real quick, and then I'm gonna go chill. Get ready to go to bed soon. Well, not too soon. All right, let's see how this person's shifting. Let's see how Bruin's shifting. You saw how much Damien's was shifting? Let's see. See what I mean? It's pronounced Kai. Okay, that's why I was calling him Cash, because I've seen that J in there. But see what I mean about the different shifting techniques? Now Damien does have the faster time, but does that mean that Damien's shifting technique is better? Whoa, whoa! Did you see that? I mean, it's like I literally felt the car do this. See, they're both doing the exact same thing. Second, real quick, then up the third. Now, why don't they just double shift up the third? Why don't they just double shift up the third? Because it's like they're going to it so quickly. You can ask that question. Why not just double shift the third? All right, and then let's watch the American. Let's watch the American with a 468. Let's see what they're doing. And that'll be it. Call it a stream. Yeah, and I don't want to spend too much time on here because we got Race B Wednesday tomorrow. God willing. Looks like they're all pretty much doing the same thing in the first turn. So as you can see, Damien was using a combination of, he was using a lot of gears, a lot of gear shifting. So now you saw the way Damien was shifting versus the way other people were shifting, and that's just what I was talking about. And going fast is all about being comfortable. So you use what works for you. You use what you're comfortable with. And if you have to make adaptations, you can do it, but A lot of times you do it under duress. You can't adapt. Double shift up to 4. So it look like everybody's doing the same thing right there. Damo says the trouble with high downforce cars is the faster you go into the turn, the faster it turns. Unless you aren't an alien, then you crash. Alright, so as you can see, there were slight differences in the way, even just... Now, it seems like the last two guys were shifting relatively closely the same way, but if you look at the way Damien was shifting, he was using a lot of gear shifting. And with that gear shifting he got, he's up in P3 with that time. But does that necessarily mean that his shifting technique is better? Almost like instant foot on the floor on the exit. They also don't trail on the throttle. All right, we say, saw a guy right now doing 18061 at Brands Hatch thing you did before going in fourth through while the turn. So you saw somebody else just doing it? Really? You saw a guy right now doing an 18061 at the Brands Hatch thing you did before going into fourth through the wild turn? Not sure what you mean by the wild turn. I think you meant to write something else. But anyway, that's gonna be it, y'all. I'm gonna go make the video and probably let that air for Thursday because we got race B. We got race B Wednesday tomorrow. So with that, we'll go watch real quick. I mean, you can see the video. We can just do it real now. Let's do it right now. We'll see. This is what I did to get that 17.9. So we'll watch that real quick. 994. We're gonna watch that real quick. Who else? We got somebody else? Brand new person? Jacob! Seems like they short shift but give it straight full throttle. When being in the lower gear, you will have to be more careful on the throttle, but you need the lower gear when you're turning for rotation. Yeah, right, Tom? Alright. But you see what I mean, though? Sometimes there can be slight differences in the way people shift. There are. It depends on the person who's driving the car and what feels comfortable for them. Alright, but this is what I did to get that 17.994. So now I'm gonna be looking at this video a lot, trying to pinpoint exactly where I was doing 994. And I'm thinking, I could have swore I was doing that. Then of course, I know I'll probably do a little better once I go in my cheat view, but I don't want to do cheat view. This is my most comfortable view right here. One more time. And it doesn't look like I'm turning the wheel that much, y'all, either. Alright, anyway, I'm going to make the video real quick, and I will see you guys on the next stream. God willing, that should be tomorrow. It just depends on how tomorrow goes, and then I'm going to let this video air for Thursday. Because we'll probably do the full lap on probably on Saturday. Because that looks like how I'm probably going to do it. We'll just see how it goes. Just depends on my work schedule and how that goes. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, everybody. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me and the likes on the likes on both streams and everybody who decided to hang out. I really appreciate it very much. Hopefully see you next stream. I'm gonna get out of here. If I don't say goodbye now, I'll be saying goodbye for the next 30 minutes. The stream is over, so now you can take those pickles out of the freezer. We need an ending. We need an ending. What do we use? What do we use? What do we use? Speed 13. All right, pizza. Do that. I appreciate it. You can put it on here or you can put it on the video that I'm going to release for Thursday. So, whichever one, I appreciate it. I'm out. Bye, y'all.